Seems we dozed off. Hey everyone, Silverturn here. Welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. Last time, we got a map. And that's about it. But with that map, we do have a rough idea of where we want to go, at least. That area in the center with the skull head mask thing. That is our goal to head to. So, let's head off in that direction. See what we find. Now then, I have explained the mechanics with dying in this game, and I'll be honest, my first playthrough, it actually took me a long time before I finally died for the first time. Because there is actually an interesting mechanic with death itself, but we're probably not going to see it for a while. Yeah, this is the way I want to go. Interesting. I know we've seen that mechanic before, but I have to think of where. So for now, let's explore down into the deep darkness. The deep, dank darkness. So much to explore. Really, there is so much to see in this game. Oh, that's frightening. But we can do that. The ability to pogo lets you do a lot of things that you really shouldn't be able to. I took that hit there anyway, because I'm... Can I pogo off spikes? I think I can. Oh, I think I can. I think I can. I can. Oh, I gotta go back now. So the thing that we were gonna do, we're probably not gonna do it. I should have realized that we could pogo it off spikes, because that helped me solve something very early on. Oh, we can do that. Oh, I feel bad that I'm gonna be doing things out of sequence, but I don't care. Oh. Alright, so let me see. That area should be the lower door on the left. What was even over there? It wasn't this one. It should be the next one down. Right in here, yes. What was even over here? I don't remember. But I think we can do this. It's not going to be the easiest, granted. Oop. Well, okay, I can just drop right down. That's good to know. Oh, what's even over here? I don't think... I'm not supposed to be doing this, guys. Let me just flat out say that. I am not supposed to be over here, but I am. Let's look down. Okay. Fall through that. We can't get up there. I feel like there's definitely something over there, though. I know there's stuff over here. Okay, so there's a big one of you, which is good because I do need more soul. Get that up to max. We'll at least be able to get our way back if we go this way, because we can fall on that and get hit by spikes. We ended up down here again. I feel like there was something up there. And if there wasn't, then I'm just not that smart. I really, really shouldn't... there was just some Geo. Whatever, I'll take Geo. Geo is still important to me now. I really, really should not be sequence breaking, but I am. Oh, as one other note, the aesthetic of this game, like the aesthetic of the environment we're in, will change rather drastically. Is this what I think it is? I think this is... Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this right now. We're doing it now. The Brooding Moloch. Say hello to the first question mark boss. We should not be fighting this guy yet. At all. Let me just say that effectively my ability to jump over things like that is gonna be the only thing. We shouldn't be fighting this guy right yet. We really should. Oh god. That's right, he jumps as well. But we've seen all of his attacks at this point. Boop, boop, hit. He will eventually get going faster as he takes more damage. I think he's already starting to. Thankfully, he pauses whenever he does the big attack. And as you know, it is impossible to dodge it while staying on the side he launches that attack at. Also, no, I am making this boss look a lot easier than he really is. Ooh, that was very close. Keep doing the spit up attack, please. Please keep doing that attack. Because I can get 3 attacks in very safely when you do that. Woo! Woohoo! Alright, that was a relatively painful, out-of-sequence first boss. We should not have been fighting him anywhere near yet. And for that, we get a fairly nice upgrade. This is effectively a piece of heart. Click 4 of them and we get another hit. And he was all full of this yellow stuff. Orange stuff. I need to learn my colors. Whew. We had no place fighting him yet. We really didn't. Oh, I really want a sequence break now. I really want a sequence break now. Oh. I shouldn't, though. I really shouldn't. Primarily because I do want to get abilities, and after the first boss we get an ability I kind of want to have. I do not think we can jump off of acid, and acid does the same thing as spikes. Actually, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that we can't jump off of it. But there's another grub! It's for the grub. It's more money for us. Effectively, almost anything that we can damage, almost anything, grass of course is an exception, you can do that pogo jump off of. Even things you can't damage, like spikes or those things there, which we will actually learn the names of them later. But the pogo ability is extremely useful for doing things a little out of sequence. Still heard Conifer up above. In one of the patches recently made it a lot easier to know when he's around, which I appreciate because it wasn't always the easiest thing to know he was around. Alright, now there's definitely a few things I would like to get into. There's still a few more mechanics to this game I haven't touched on. One which being death, another which being, if you notice this wall, that is a breakable wall. Those are hidden all over the place. Some of them, like I walked by a lot of them on my first playthrough, admittedly. A lot of them, and I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out because I don't really want to walk by them again. This game also does have the occasional, the occasional like battle arena type area where you just have to fight a bunch of enemies in order to unlock the area. You thankfully only have to do it once. Thankfully. So, oop, ow, man. It's also nice to pogo off of the flying enemies. What was over here? I don't think we want to go that way yet. Let's head up to the hot spring first. Let me show off the hot spring. Hot spring is nice. You can rest in the hot spring, and it will both heal you and fill up your soul. Resting on the bench does heal you fully. You can see our map is updated. We can take a look at the updated map and see more areas on it. It's pretty nice. We still have a lot of ground to cover. Oh boy, do we have a lot of ground to cover. Man, I feel bad that I'm going to be doing this shit kind of out of sequence. Not super out of sequence, mind you. Like, that was a completely optional boss. Not needed for anything, really. I just felt like killing it. Here's something in this area. What is that sound? We need a flying enemy up there out of sequence. And we have a flying enemy. Oof. Alright. Well, that's a mechanic I should probably touch on. The stage hazards, environment hazards rather, they can hurt enemies. So, if you really have an issue with some enemies, you can knock them into like spikes and whatnot, and that'll help solve the issue. So we won't be going up there yet, because that does require more vertical movement than we have currently. So many enemies to fight and destroy. Got a lot of ground to cover regardless. I actually went, as a note, I went a good duration of the game without having the compass. Primarily because it didn't bother me too much. I was usually pretty good at finding my bearings, even without it. I think that's a pretty optional side area up there with no purpose or rhyme or reason. And I'm going to come down here because I want money. That's really the only reason I'm down here. I want money. Can I get back up here? Kind of. I can get back up there. I just have to get to do it. That pogo mechanic is probably one of the best. Have I ever had any dealings with that one before? I don't think I've ever been up to this part of the area before. I've never needed to. Give me the money. Ow. Yep, you still hit me. Probably wasn't that wise to go up there. I think that's everything we can do in this room. At least for now. Probably. That looks important. Before we go there, we're gonna this way. Fight this enemy again. Throws its children at us. Bugs. We need so much money. Like, so much money to begin with. But by the end of it, we just have so much money we don't know what to do with it. Also, if you hear, like, a helicopter-ish sound, I don't know how well that'll come through in the recording, but if you hear a helicopter-ish sound, that would be those enemies flying around. In a later area, that sound is nightmarish because there is a rather nightmarish version of those enemies, which I really hate. Let's see, now, if my memory serves... Yeah, this is this way. Okay, we kind of want to go this way. Kind of want to go this way. Because if we go this way, we will... Well, there's a way up. We don't want to go up. We want to ruin this thing's day. The Gru's mother. It really isn't that hard of a boss. Like, realistically, the only things it can do is launch itself at you. Ow. I kind of deserve that. And it's already down. The other boss was harder, but that's mostly because I did him early. Take all of the money. Yep. Yep. Let's keep moving. Ah, that laughter. We can't get up there yet. We would need a flying enemy to get up there. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. However, much more useful. I have to go in that room there once I kill this guy. We will find... You don't look too good, buddy. Oh, you wield your nail like a club. MZ, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually, I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I best be getting back. If you turn above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. Ah, you're exploring then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail, though, and I can tell just by looking at you, you know how to wield it. Alright, that's all you have to say. Sly is another fairly important one, at least for completion's sake. And yes, I'm going to 100% complete this. Oh, this is a long one gonna be. This is a long one in the making. What is over here again? Oh, wait, yeah, I know what's over here. Alright, so first of all... bugs are over here. And we've been going like 15 minutes and I still haven't gotten to the place I want to go just because I'm doing all the sidetrack stuff. Looks like a giant tram. But we can't get in. And we probably need some sort of tram pass or key or whatnot. For now, more Geo. Yeah, Geo's a very nice thing to have a lot of. At least early game. For the most part, as you're wandering the caverns, you do want to have a nice supply of Geo on you at pretty much any given point. The reasons for that, we'll get more into... my timing got thrown off because he died. We'll get more into the reasons of that hopefully shortly, but you'll want to keep a decent supply of it on hand. I don't think you need to keep like more than 100 on you at any given time, unless you're going to shop. But, yeah. That is totally not worth it. What's over here? I know where we are. These enemies right here are really obnoxious to try to defeat. Or rather, obnoxious to find later on. They're not that hard to defeat, though, especially since they can't attack above them. Like, they can protect above them, but they can't attack up. So you can just kind of pogo on them. I'm going to use it a lot. Get used to it. Alright, so first of all, the first thing we want to do now that we're in this area, in this room, because if you've managed to keep your bearings, and I don't know if you have, but if you've managed to keep your bearings, there's probably only one area that we could be in right now. Look familiar? We now have effectively a shortcut to get back up to where we need to be. Quite useful. Quite very useful. Yeah, I think that was a good enough reason not to go that way. Let's not go that way. One thing that does make this easier in some ways than a typical Dark Souls game, comparing that reference once again, is you can actually gain the ability to gain more, like, your healing resource. You can gain more of it rather easily. Also, this is destroyable. Your hint for that primarily was the fact that this was indented slightly, and that you could hear that grub wailing. We should go back to the grub before we go up to the surface, get more money. Go up to the grub dad. Alright, we don't want to go through that way first because we want to go through here. Because here is a very nice and useful place. First of all, a bench. Update this map. Look at the map. We have a few small areas that we could have gone in that we didn't. We'll have to venture into those at some point. But other than that, we have the majority of the Forgotten Crossroads on our map. But for now, toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Sure, let's put a geo in. Also, notice that says listen. I like that. Instead of talk, because your character is mute. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I've last heard the ringing of a station bell. It's echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hollownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. This is effectively our fast travel. Yes, it is a subway, but instead of subway cars, it is an oversized stag beetle. But before we do that, you can jump down here, you can talk to him. It was a long time ago, but I remember when these highways and the crossroads pulsed with life. These are the paths I first carried passengers through when I was young. Those travelers are long gone, yet I still remain. Now it seems it's just you and I, and the furtive creatures scratching and squirming all around us. The last stag. Let's head back up to Dirtmouth. I do like the designs of how the game aesthetically and everything else goes on as things continue. Various little details here or there. Let's hit this switch. And that will open up the door to the station. Hey, Elder Bug, what do you got to say? I never visited the grub guy. Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeeper's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped from the grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The stag station is opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. And the bench. I forgot to stop and get money from the grub, but whatever. Say hi to Sly. Ah, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like you. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chance of survival. Mask shard, a piece of art. Soul, or vessel fragment, effectively a soul increase. Simple key. That'll be useful. Gathering Swarm. It makes Geo fly to you. I want to get that. I want to get that now. I'm going to go to the grub, and I'm going to get that, and I'm money, and I'm going to come back. On that, the Stalwart Shell. These are all charms, and I'll get into those before the video is done. I am not going to get to fighting that boss, am I? I am not going to get to fighting that boss. Here is a Loom Fly Lantern. This is effectively I'm not going to say it's a necessary upgrade, but it's effectively a necessary upgrade. That dark area we saw earlier, it will let us see in there. And a Rancid Egg. We'll have the uses for it later, believe me. For now, though, I need money. Money, 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 money. Let's go get money. I'll see you guys back up here. Actually, you know what, you guys come with me. You guys just come with me. But for now, back into the crossroads. Because I need to go visit Grub Dad. I was 9 short. Charms are very useful things to have, by the way. And I'll be explaining them more as we get into it. But effectively, charms are a type of equipable in this game. You have a number of notches for how many you can equip. And each one you equip, obviously, the better of them costs more notches. And they all have effects. The compass is one, and would show your location on the map. Another would be, obviously, the one that makes money fly to you. There's really a ton of them and a ton of different uses. I'm not going to go into too much of spoiling what they are, but we'll see each and every one. I don't know if I'll use each and every one, but we'll see each and every one before I'm done, believe me. For now, let's head back up to the surface. Oh man, I'm not really accomplishing much of anything, am I? Well, technically I beat 2 bosses this time. The game also does slow you down when you're in Dirtmouth. They don't use that, I don't think, anywhere else, maybe? Alright, you, Sly. Give me the Gathering Swarm. Yes. And I don't think I have enough money for anything else. So the other thing to note about charms is you can only equip them while you're on a bench. Which is kind of understandable. If you could change them on the fly, you could effectively be unstoppable. So for now, you see we have 3 notches, but we only have 1 charm out of... Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 36. I only have 1. So we have 35 more to get. So many to get. But now whenever we attack something... This video's probably been long enough, and going up forward is heading to the actual boss. I think I'm going to end off here now, guys. So next time, I'm going to do the thing I said we were going to do this time. Also, you see we now have the charm menu, inventory, and the map. So yeah, next time we're going to do the thing I said we were going to do this time, which is we're going to go fight that boss in the center of that room there, because yes, that is actually a boss. But we're going to go fight that, because I've been putting it off for a while now, because I've just been exploring and faffing about. But oh, so much exploring to be doing. And I don't remember if I mentioned this already, I may have, but that's one thing I liked about this game. When I first played it, I never felt like I didn't have a place to go. I always knew that I could come back to this area because I haven't explored it, or I can now go there and there. And there were a few areas that I passed through once, just like the briefest, like I skimmed the surface of it. I don't like that area, by the way. And I just put off going back to it. And I put off going back onto it. And I put off going back to it. I probably went 5 hours at least between my first time I dipped into it and then actually going back to explore it. And in the time in between, I had no shortage of places to explore and things to do. This game is expansive. It is huge. And I do enjoy that. Anyway, that'll be it for this time. So, as I said, we're going to fight that boss next time. I'll see you guys all then. Later.